outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Well, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Yeah, baby, we are back. Yeah, long adventurous time there. It was like an eternity, but man, what a fun week. It's great. I know, Virginia, you went up to Kentucky.
I did. I went to go see Grandma, my dad, everybody on that side of the family.
Jaybird, your dad did a little surprise visit, came and saw you.
He did. He came after Thanksgiving, but he did come. He's going to be here till Wednesday.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love hanging out with my dad.
Yeah.
He's been staying with me. He's been my roommate. He makes sure everything is on point. All my laundry is done. I got fucking scissors in cupboard, what are they called? Drawers?
Scissors are in the drawer?
Yeah.
Instead of on the floor?
I didn't even have scissors.
They're usually on the floor, just waiting for him to step on them.
They're usually in my...
And slice off a pinky toe.
They're usually in my bed. He just keeps me like an adult.
Be careful. Don't sleep with no scissors. You cut off your penis.
You said he helped you out with your laundry, too. You had a laundry issue. Apparently, you weren't getting your clothes dried.
I'm always bitching about Virginia takes me 3 rounds to do the dryer.
Yeah.
No one ever told me about this lint thing. You got to take out lint?
You've never cleaned your lint trap?
No one's ever told? Did people tell you this, Kevin?
Oh, you're lucky you didn't start a fire.
My dad lectured me for a while. Well, I took a picture of it. I took a picture of the lint, how much he took out. He was so alarmed by it. To me, I was like, all right, it looks like you're holding a lint ball.
Oh my God, Jason!
I didn't know.
Look
Wow.
at it. It's like he's
It
holding
looks like a mattress.
a lint cobra.
Yeah.
My dad wanted us to play a game. He goes, you should play a game. Post it on social media. Have people guess what that is. I'm like, I don't know if they're going to ever be able to guess that. I never knew you're supposed to take out lint.
It helps. I bet your dryer's working a lot better, right?
It dried all my clothes in 30 minutes after. Like I'm saying, my dad being here has really helped me out greatly. I know about lint. I have scissors.
Yeah. Gosh, man. Yeah.
You need a nanny.
I need something.
You really do.
You said that over the break there was this scenario that your family was trying to work out, and it caused some issues as well. The scenario being, if you had to flee the country, but you could only take one other human with you, who do you take? Now, you're never allowed to talk to anyone you leave behind. All outside communication with people in your current life is gone. You're not allowed to say goodbye to anyone. You just have to leave.
You take that person, you flee the country, and that is it. You only get one person. Who do you take? I mean, you got Rocco, you got Mags, and you got Panda.
Well, I'm going to have to take Mags. And here's why. Because Rocco and Panda have each other. Like, that's his son. That's his dad.
There's a bond there.
There's a huge bond there. I wouldn't want to take Rocco away from his dad, and I wouldn't want to take his dad away from Rocco.
You take Mags.
But I got to take Mags because I can't leave her with her dad.
That means you jet out, and Panda, he comes to me and Kev. He's like, Virginia left with Magnolia. We have no idea why she left.
She's just gone.
She's gone.
Forever.
We knew she'd snap one day.
Yeah.
That's what they'll say.
Well, who do you pick?
Kim.
You pick Kim over the kids.
Yeah, without a doubt.
What's your reasoning?
Well, because
What about Cannon?
the older kids take care of him.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll take him under wing.
But they wake up one morning, Cannon wakes up, where's Mom and Dad at?
Yeah.
They're gone.
Well, it's in a great scenario. I mean, you know,
You're right.
there's going to be some things that are going to be sucky about this. But yeah, I go
You
with
go with the Queen.
Yeah, I go with the
Interesting.
Queen. Yeah, she's my compadre. That's the way I believe in it. I believe, and that's kind of my outlook.
Who do you think Danny's picks?
Oh, Jen.
Jen over me.
Yeah.
Big time.
Damn it, Jen.
Sorry.
No, you're right. I get it.
Who do you take?
That's a good question. I don't know who I take. Let me just.
I do take Denny's.
But Denny's won't go.
Denny's probably wouldn't go because Denny's has a lot of show prep to do for Kevin, and he's got Jen.
Yeah.
I don't think Panda would go. If I said to Panda, I'm taking you, I don't think he would leave Rocco. And I respect that.
Yeah, when I was talking with my family, I really kind of changed my answer 4 different times because then you got to, you will take me? You only aunt? I'm like, probably not, Ann. I'm probably not going to take you.
Probably not.
There's a real good chance I'm not taking you. It's a tough one, though. The thing that makes it tough is you can't tell anybody why you're leaving. You're just a dick. You ghost out.
Just have to go.
Yeah.
Well, everybody would just think that something happened to you and you got abducted and disappeared. I mean, nobody would think that I would ghost.
What's the fact you take somebody with you?
If you had to flee the country, where do you go? If it all went down today after the show, and Kim's like, we got to get the fuck out, what's your plan?
We gotta just go to any country.
You have to get out of the States. That's if not, they start killing your family.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that's horrible.
It's horrible.
I think I'd probably go to Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like beautiful country. I've heard great things. I hear the cities are very progressive and amazing. So I think I would probably go there. That would be top of my list. I want to go someplace that speaks English too. A lot of English speakers. I think, tops of my list. I think that would be right up there. I've heard great things about some like Cape Town, South Africa.
Yeah.
I think I would probably put that up there.
Wouldn't that be something, though? You have to go start all over. Gotta just you reinvent yourself. You probably couldn't be Virginia Sinicki anymore.
No, if you're on the lam, you got to change it all.
Gotta change your name.
Yeah.
If you change your name, what would you go with?
Jacques.
Jacques. That's good.
Australian Jacques.
Yeah.
You wouldn't stand out at all.
That throw people off.
A Frenchman
But
in Australia.
You don't come across as being French. I know, that's why it's so bizarre.
I love it.
Yeah. That'd be my game plan. Yeah. Yeah, it's the fun stuff when you get family around. Yeah, that's the thing I loved about, just doing the road trips. It was just fun. Even though, we're family, getting to hang with, and, my son Colin, he flew into Columbus, so he was on the tail end of the family road trip. So he missed the southern part of it. But just getting to hang out with Cannon and my daughter Caitlin, it doesn't happen that often. And, she's a different person when she lived with us. And getting to kind of hang with her and all the thing, it was fun.
People are different when you don't live with them. I remember I had a roommate back in the day. And towards the end, things got weird between us. And then I'd say a year passed, and it was just like back to being awesome. It can get weird.
Well, and it reminds you, too, like why you need to, still keep that relationship going because people change, too. And the thing with Caitlin is she's a lot of fun. She's a very funny person, too. She's very quick.
I can see that. Yeah.
It was fun hanging out with her. And, she was a
Good.
laugh a minute. So, yeah, had a really good time. And they were awesome. And I got to tell you, if you ever do a road trip, the things I learned, and I think we got a lot right. We got a lot more right than we did wrong, which is great.
Yeah.
And the thing is about 2.5 hours to 3 hours, somewhere around there, plan a stop. Have places where you go where you can kind of pop off and take, we'd break it down so we had about 90 minutes, like at each spot, 90 minutes to maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
And you can kind of see a little bit around, maybe pop off, get something to drink, something to eat, stuff like that, kind of see some sights, take a couple photos, and then boom, your next destination was more of a smaller bite than it was like this huge, okay, we're going to get in the car for 8 hours straight.
Right.
Oh, I was checking your ass out on social media.
Yeah.
Retweeting some shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was really surprised. When I kind of laid it all out, I didn't realize until I started kind of like numbering all the spots that we had. I think we stopped at like 13, 14 different places by the time it was all said and done.
Fun.
Yeah. And we found stuff that we like. And I think you'll probably find things in each city you like. Like some people, it might be restaurants. For me, my focus was stadiums, football stadiums, and craft beer locations. So, we did that. And then for them, they liked outlet malls. So we found some spots where they could go and pop off and do a little bit of shopping. So, yeah, it was really cool. And if you're heading from south up to north, there's a couple different paths that you can take where you are going to have cities or a cool place to stop about every 2.5 to 3 hours.
If you hit the craft beer first, then the outlet mall, you're going to buy some weird shit. Trust me.
Absolutely, yeah.
But if you hit the craft beer first, the outlet mall is more palatable.
More palatable. Absolutely. So, yeah, it was really cool. And there's some really good cities in the South that are popping up that I've been in lately. Asheville, North Carolina, we went to is a lot of fun. Chattanooga, Tennessee, believe it or not, is kind of like kicking up and doing some good stuff. Greenville, South Carolina is pretty good. And the cool thing was kind of crazy, too. We were in the middle of the street taking a photo in Greenville, And one of our KVJ listeners came up, said, "Hey, I just want to say hey to you guys real quick. I love the show. It's Takesha." And I'm like going, "Hey, cool, get in the photo."
Oh, I saw that picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
She just came up to us in the middle of the street and like going, "Hey, I just want to say hey, I'm a big fan." I'm like, "What?
Huh?
Like, you know who I am?" I thought she like had me mistaken for somebody else. Like, I don't know. Maybe she thought I was some kind of like
Nope.
country singer or something.
Can't mistake them eyes.
No, I guess not. No, so it was really cool. Just kind of like run into her. So it was pretty awesome.
I was also happy to see in all the photos there wasn't any comments about your eyes. People are being pretty cool with their comments.
Yeah, for once, yeah. Well, I put sunglasses on a lot.
I
That's all.
noticed.
Yeah.
I did see
It was
too.
sunny, but still, that did kind of help curb the comments. Louisville, Kentucky was a really cool-ass town, too, and Savannah, Georgia. I've been saying that a ton, but that is a great city. And
Yeah.
that you can get there in about 6 hours. Really cool little spot. So
There's a place in Georgia that I went to. I fell in love with it. Marietta, Georgia. It was like a city
Yeah.
within the country. I fucking loved it.
yeah, that whole area. I think that's where they put the Braves' new stadium around that area. So there's a lot of good stuff going on around there. So yeah, got to recommend a road trip. It's really cool. Have little places to pop off. Have some great music to listen to that everybody's going to be like cool with. It's fun.
Speaking of a road trip, we haven't done shit together like that in a minute.
I'd like to do the Keys. That'd be something to
The
be
Keys
awesome.
would be amazing.
Yeah. In fact, I don't know. I'm trying to think if this is a good idea or a bad idea. My son is thinking about going down to somewhere in the Keys with some friends from Michigan, and he's like, "Going, it'd be great to like rent a house. We'd love to have you and Mom come with us." And I'm like, I don't know. Is that going to be a good idea or a bad idea?
Was your son drinking at the Michigan game?
No.
No.
I'm trying to think. No.
Well, I mean, he's only 10.
Yeah.
I know last time you kind of struggled a little bit with that and the tailgating. And
Yeah.
did that present itself again as something that you were thinking about? Because, I mean,
yeah.
House in the Keys, that says, we're going to be drinking.
Yeah, they're going to be
smoking too.
Gonna be drinking. You know, here's the thing that did present itself a little bit when we were up there with them. Is that we would have like I got a beer and would have it, and he would want to try it, and I'm like, what the hell, because I know in Ohio, in the state of Ohio, if you're with your parents, you can actually drink. And I think it's a rarity because I thought that was that same way everywhere. My dad's like, you better check on that because I think like Ohio's rare in that. If you're married to somebody over the age of 21 or you're with your parents, you can drink.
Ah.
Yeah, I think it's like you got to be over 18. Between 18 and 21, you can actually drink, in public establishments. So I'm like, so, we're in Michigan. I let him try a little bit. And I got a beer that I didn't love. So I'm like, go ahead, knock it back. And he drank it. But, I would rather do that, I think, and like still really just push the thing of like saying, hey, you got to know when to say when. Like a couple, that's it. Know how to be cool and don't do too much.
They're saying the kid can be any age with the parents. If the parents are there, they can be like 17 and drink as long as the parents are there keeping an eye.
Maybe. Yeah, I know. I think it's a state law. Depends, and it differs from state to state. So if you do a road trip, you might want to check it. I don't think anybody anywhere really is going to give you too much crap. If you're like going, look, I'm his parent, and like he's not out of control. I just gave him a drink.
Yeah, if your kid is 9 years old, you can do shots if the parent's there.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it,
Well,
baby.
kids love Goldschlager.
Oh my gosh, it's so sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that's that's kind of our approach and how we've handled it. So yeah, if he's got friends down and it's getting out of control, yeah, I don't know.
A House in the Keys sounds like it has potential.
It does, and
Do you want to be there?
well, and the big problem that I've got with it is like I'm okay with my own kid, but it's like I can't be around and have other kids,
other people's kids.
Yeah.
And they're unruly. Now you're just like,
Well, and then also
cool
too,
dad that lets us drink.
if the cops step in
And you're
and
jail dad.
Hey, where did you get that beer at? Oh, Kevin from the radio. His son gave it to
Right.
me. He's
He's a cool dad.
he's really cool, man. We're all fucked up.
yeah, that's
He's not a dad. He's our friend.
Yeah.
that's all I need.
Oh,
yeah.
an 18-year-old girl. Oh yeah, the radio guy gave me the beer. What?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm okay with
There's
my
your
own kids.
scandal.
Yeah, my own kids, but yeah, I just don't think because I couldn't be like, oh, I can't get you alcohol. I can't be around when you're drinking alcohol.
No.
I never understood that. Back in high school, and I didn't drink in high school, but there would be the cool parents throwing the party with the kids drinking. And I always thought, if I was that parent, I would be such a nervous wreck the whole time, thinking, oh my gosh, someone's going to get pregnant, someone's going to
Yeah.
fucking fight.
I think
Right.
a lot of times something bad has to happen before those parents realize, oh no, what did I do?
Right. Yeah.
And you don't want to wait for something bad to happen for regret like that. You can't be a part of that. You can't be the cool parent giving the kids alcohol.
Right.
You can't.
Because you
Yeah.
just said your kids, you're cool with. You know your kids, you get that, but you don't know Johnny down the street. What
Yeah.
if Johnny down the street's also sniffing some glow?
Well, and I mean, it was like we were like in a dinner environment. Like, we're eating and just, I was having a couple beers and I was like, I got one, like, and have a little drink here and there. That's fine. It's not like we were out,
At some of those dinners,
ripping shots down and stuff like that.
sometimes those dinners can be kind of alarming if no one's drinking and it's kind of an intimate thing, but there's a good 10 people there. You're like, yeah, I'll take a fourth drink, and everyone's kind of looking at you like, damn, 4 drinks. Huh? You guys got a problem.
You got to know, the crowd that you're with and how many to go with.
Because then you're like, it's only 4 drinks. Whoa, you're a defensive drunk guy.
Let me see. Got a couple emails here. One from Fallon. Just want to say hey to her. She was one of the awesome people that came out to the KVJ Volunteer Army event that we did
Nice.
last weekend. She was going to make us the peanut butter cookies. But she started
Yeah.
making them when she was hammered and got eggshells all in them.
Yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
respect the spirit, though.
Yeah, she was really awesome. She came out with her boyfriend, and it was great to see her. So thanks for that. Appreciate the thought. Ginger sent an email, said, hey, Jaybird, you seen this? They're selling it at Walmart. It's a powdered drink mix that makes your milk taste like cereal. I'm sure you've probably seen that. Cereal
Ooh,
milk.
I have not seen that. I was all up in Walmart.
That's Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, that's the to me out of every cereal, that's the best milk.
It makes the best milk.
So
Yeah.
good.
That milk residue. Oh, you just drink it.
I'll tell you what's really good is that almond vanilla milk. It tastes just like milk to me, and it's even sweeter.
It's sweeter than
Oh,
regular
yeah,
milk.
I love
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Carlos also said, guys, I got a question. From watching KVJ TV, I noticed at half the time that Jaybird's sitting on the floor with his laptop instead of sitting at the table. I've noticed that he's laid on the floor, too, similar to how a young kid lays on the floor to watch TV. Is that just a comfort thing, or does he lay there due to back pain, and can he only plug his laptop into the wall socket there to charge? Just curious. I'm assuming it's a comfort thing, and I can respect that.
I love being on the floor. I will sleep on the floor sometimes. I love to go crisscross applesauce. I'm on the floor a lot. But what they're talking about is if I'm on the floor during work, it's because I'm injured and I'm trying to stretch it out.
Yeah, you have a lot of back pain.
Back, neck, leg, arms aren't that good.
Mouth ain't so hot either.
No. Face a little.
Face issues.
Face is just a little tired.
That thing's been stretched out too much.
Oh man, you ever feel like you've been punched a couple times, but no one's punched you?
Yes.
Kind of going through that right now.
I think Rocco, I don't know. He really does punch me sometimes. Because he's a baby, so you can't get mad at him. But he'll, ball up his fist and hit you and laugh. And the next day, I'll be like, oh, why is my eye socket so sore and tender? Oh, yeah, Rocco punched me in the face.
It's got a good right little cross, huh?
Oh, it hurts.
Boy, is he a cute son of a biscuit,
He
though.
is. And he knows how to do it, too. He'll punch you, and then he'll look at you and go, I love you, Mama.
It's kind of psychotic when you think
It
about
is.
It is kind of twisted.
It's like he knows.
That's like some shit Chucky would say.
right?
Yeah. Love you, Mama. I got this email from Curtis. He said, hey, over the Thanksgiving break, I've been listening to the old podcast to get my KVJ fix, and I came across the podcast where Virginia had the drama with the bus driver making Mag sit on the floor of the bus. What all happened with that?
Yeah, people keep asking me about that.
So they did a full investigation. They went back and the bus driver is claiming that he had no idea Mags was sitting on the floor. Now Mags is claiming that he was giving her the evil eye and was just being overly mean to her and just singling her out. And
Has Mag's story changed at all?
no, she's been pretty consistent with the story. And I went and investigated. I asked some of the other kids on the bus about this bus driver, and all the kids kind of say the same thing, that he's just a little bit of a loose cannon.
Okay.
He assigns seats to certain people, but then he'll assign 5 kids the same seat. He just kind of pops off, and I don't think really has a rhyme or rhythm to
I was
what
going to
he's.
put 5 kids in one seat.
Thank you. You can't.
Yeah.
So the people that are his bosses sat him down and had a talk with him, and so
Okay.
It's been a lot better.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Mags has she has to sit in this certain assigned seat, but it's very clear now that she's never to sit on the floor. It's not acceptable.
Right.
Even the bus bosses are like, no, we cannot have kids on the floor. But
Yeah.
he's claiming he didn't know. I'm claiming he's full of shit. But
Yeah.
whatever. How do you prove? You
Yeah.
can't prove if a guy, saw it or not.
You only try to fix it from this point forward.
Exactly. So
Okay.
I told Mags, just keep your head down. Don't say anything. Don't instigate this guy because he just likes to pop off for no reason, apparently. Just don't be on his radar.
Yeah.
And just don't say nothing to him.
That was always my thing in school. Always try to stay away from the principal, the vice principal, and anybody that's in authority. I kind of try to do that with work as well.
Yeah, you do.
You just don't want to be on anybody's radar.
Exactly.
Especially people that are like, you never know how they're going to act. Like this bus driver obviously is a squirrely dude, not happy with how his life is turning out. Ain't my problem.
Out of sight, out of mind, baby.
Exactly. You can't instigate a guy like that. You just gotta kind of blend in with the crowd and don't stand out.
Got this email. It says, I've been dating my boyfriend for more than a year and a half now, and I don't know if I'm going crazy or not. My boyfriend's mom is very involved in our relationship, and it kind of bothers me.
Uh-oh.
It feels as if I'm kind of the third wheel with them.
Oh, no.
She's constantly texting him to see if he wants to do stuff with her, and if he doesn't answer her text in a matter of minutes, she blows up his phone and mine, all just to ask what he's doing.
That's so annoying.
My mother said I shouldn't say anything because it's his mother, but I feel like I need to. She's also extremely vulgar, and she talks to him like he's one of her girlfriends, and it's gross.
Hey, Sam, look at my pussy. Like stuff like that. Like, is that the level?
I guess, yeah. Well, I mean, profane stuff. I don't know if she's saying that.
Does she say that?
I'm giving an example. Something that would be vulgar.
I mean, like, she puts her leg up on the counter?
I don't know. She said, pussy jokes. I don't know.
She said, I just don't think a mother should be this involved in our relationship.
That can be annoying. I think anytime you have anybody up your ass in your Kool-Aid, just trying to have their moment, that can be annoying.
But it's going to be up to him to say something.
Yes.
You shouldn't say anything because that's his mom. And she was there before you, and she's going to be there after you if you don't watch your behavior.
But I think
you can't say anything, I don't think.
I think if you're with somebody if it's going to be the person you're settling down forever, whatever that is to you, shouldn't you be able to talk about that kind of stuff?
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
But not when you're just the new girlfriend, less than 3 years.
I couldn't imagine being with somebody and having if I was dating a girl and one of her family members was a complete just asshat. Eventually, I'm gonna have to say, what the fuck is up with Clyde over here?
Well, the mom's not being an asshat so much as just being needy. And I think that's the difference. The mom obviously needs the attention and the affection of her son because maybe she's not getting it anywhere else from anybody else. So she's leaning on him in kind of an unhealthy way.
It's kind of sad.
But as soon as you call her and him out, I mean, now you're going to make it a contentious thing, and that's not what you want.
Are you talking about parents overly close to
Yeah.
So I had this friend, him and his mom were so close. They used to talk, we'd be sitting around just like, eating dinner and stuff. And he'd be like, yo, you dating that new girl, right? And he's like, fuck yeah, mom. And he'd be like, oh, I fucked the shit out of her. She's like, oh, get it good. They used to talk like that.
Really?
I am not kidding.
What?
Get it good.
Dude, she used to compliment him if he like hooked up with a chick. She'd be like, "Oh, you slayed her," stuff like that. And you're like, "Oh my god!"
Whoa.
Yeah, you hit it.
Yeah, that's what she used
They
to
like
do.
high five and chest bump?
They were weird. They were weirdly close. All of my friends used to comment about it, like behind his back. Be like, "Dude, what is up with so and so?" But
Yeah.
yeah, they would get real into it. We often wondered if there was if they
Like a hand job every now and then.
yeah, it was like
What?
real close.
Oh.
Hey, your mom, you ever hit that?
But he'd be like, "Oh, dude, I hooked up with so and so." She's like, "Yeah, my son getting it." Like,
Tear it up.
yeah, it was insane.
Oh, that's so.
That
oh.
is weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
That'd be tough to not. Like, would you go up to him and say, "Dude, what the?"
No, we never asked him about it. We would, anytime any of us got locked into a dinner with him, we would be like,
He seemed fine with it? He was
"Whoa."
like, yeah.
They were just insanely close. They were always hanging out.
See, I would bring that up if I hung out with you guys at dinner and Virginia's mom's like, "Look at this shit. Oh yeah, coochie time." Like
Coochie
I
time.
would be. When we get alone, I'd be like, Virginia, what's going on with your mom? Is she going through some
She's off her meds, obviously. I mean, if it's coochie time, something's gone wrong.
How do you ignore that and not bring that up?
I mean, we hung out with him a lot. He was a friend of a friend. He was very intense. But yeah, we would all giggle about it behind the scenes. Nobody ever brought, because it was him and his mom. It was weird.
I'm addressing that to him.
And you just got to be careful before you go addressing stuff with somebody and their parent. Because that is their relationship, and that they've been around for a while, doing it like that for a while.
I wouldn't be
You're
dicky.
the newbie.
I wouldn't be dicky about it. I just go, so do you and your mom always talk about stuff like that? That's pretty cool. You guys got that kind of relationship.
Okay, that's a good way to do it.
I wouldn't be a dick about it. Because, I mean, I really would have that opinion. I'm like, well, all right.
We used to make jokes about it. We'd be like, you're so close to your mom. He's like, oh, she's awesome. You could never get past that. He
would just say she's awesome, and then you wouldn't want to say anything else.
Yeah, because you didn't really want to bring him down. Cause, like,
no, you can't.
Yeah.
We're real fucking close, bro.
But we used to always talk about that.
That is pretty bizarre.
Pretty alarming when you're eating dinner.
I would hope you guys would bring that up to me.
It'd take a while. Because you want to sit back and enjoy it. You don't like stop it.
I think we're at a level where we should be able to, if some weird shit goes down, we should be able to, what the fuck happened right there? We should be able to do that.
Yeah. I don't think any of us are bringing any new weird shit, though.
No, that's
We know each other and these weird idiosyncrasies
You're
pretty
right.
well.
Oh, man. Let me see here. Got some more of those misheard lyrics.
Yes.
I love these. You know the song by Katie Lang, Constant Craving?
Yes.
Constantly craving. Is that how it goes?
Constant craving.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, here's the misheard lyric.
I hate that song.
It's the real lyrics are all souls towards the truth. I want to hear, Virginia, if you can figure out what the misheard lyrics are. What she says here is all souls towards the truth.
A great magnet pulls all souls towards truth.
Okay.
You can't hear that?
Okay. It's all souls towards truth, but some people hear it as assholes towards.
Now listen to it and you'll hear assholes.
Okay.
Okay.
A great magnet pulls all souls towards truth.
I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hear it.
All right. Another one that they have here is Every Time I Close My Eyes by Babyface.
This is a good one.
Every Time I Close My Eyes by Babyface. Tell me what you think he's saying here.
Every time I think of it, I pinch myself.
What do you think he's saying here?
Okay, every time I think of it, I either piss myself or fist myself.
It sounds like piss.
Either way. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just not something you want anybody to walk in on.
Yeah.
Think of it, I pinch myself.
I can hear fists now.
Couple different options on that one.
I mean,
huh?
if you can fist yourself, congratulations. That
Pretty
seems
impressive.
Very flexible you are.
Mm-hmm. One from Michael Jackson. You Are Not Alone. You know that song? You are not alone.
That's my jam.
Panda kills that song in karaoke. He can nail it.
What do you think the misheard lyrics are in this, Virginia?
I can hear your prayers, your burdens I will bear.
What do you think that is? What do you
Uh,
hear? I'll give you one more stab at it.
Your burdens I will bear.
I can hear it.
You can hear it? What is it?
Because I know it's
Yeah.
your burgers are the best.
The real lyrics,
Burgers are
I
the
can hear your
best.
prayers, your burden will I bear. But people think they hear, I can hear your prayers, your burgers are the best.
I can hear your prayers, your burdens I will bear.
Your burgers are the best. Here's one from Shania Twain. that don't impress me much.
I love this
This
song.
song is horrible.
This is a man-hating anthem.
Okay, what do you think of the misheard lyrics here?
I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight.
I can't believe it either.
I can't believe you kiss your cock goodnight.
I mean, how long is that thing?
I can't believe you kiss your cock at night is the misheard lyric. It's supposed to say, I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight.
Which is, by the way, such a shitty lyric. I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight.
Yeah.
I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight.
Cock, I hear it.
Okay, do you hear cock or car? I can't believe you kiss your cock at
We're
night.
pulling for cock, Kevin.
Believe you kiss your car goodnight.
It kind of sounds like cock to me. I'm sorry.
Cock goodnight.
Your cock at night. And also sung by The Cars, Drive. What are the misheard lyrics in the song Drive?
You can't go on thinking nothing's wrong.
It's the last
The last part of it. What do you think he's saying? The last part of that.
Go on thinking nothing's wrong.
Sounds like pork pie.
Pork pie.
It's supposed to be bye, I think, but it sounds like pork pie.
It looks, it does.
Thinking nothing's wrong.
Pork pie.
Pork pie.
Pork pie.
The best one's the Celine Dion one. It really sounds like she's saying something about hot dogs.
Yeah. This is from My Heart Will
That
Go
girl don't
On.
eat hot dogs.
But it sounds like she does.
She weighs 90 pounds.
Wherever you are, I believe that the hot dogs go on.
Hot dogs go on, baby.
Hot dogs do go on.
I believe that the hot dogs go on.
That sounds just like hot dogs.
I want it to be hot dogs so bad.
The hot dogs do go on. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's over.
It is over.
We're just getting warmed up, baby.
I know, man.
Just
what the
like
heck?
that.
Yeah,
Kevin gets what he wants out of you, then he leaves you there.
that's how I do it. Yep.
aching for more.
Hot dogs go on, but the podcast does not.
I did want to make a quick note. This happened while we were out over break, but I wanted to give a big shout out to Hector Blanco, one of our big KVJ Nationers, and we got the very sad news that he had passed away during the Thanksgiving break.
Shocking and surprising because we had just seen him at two big events. He was
Yeah.
just with us. He brought a bunch of stuff for our fundraiser for Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
He
he's a
was out
good
there.
soul dude.
He's been in and out of the hospital, and he had a transplant, and they did some valve work on his heart. And
Yeah.
during the Puerto Rican benefit, he was sitting in my car with Baby Rocco because he didn't want to overheat. So Baby Rocco was in there watching movies, and I put him in there, and he was just hanging out with Baby Rocco for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then I guess we got the news that he had been in the hospital for the past couple of weeks. We didn't even know
Yeah.
that he had gone back in with an infection.
Yeah, so he was just one of the best, and so yeah, we our deepest condolences out to the Blanco
Aw.
family, and we got lots of emails like from Tatiana and everybody else.
the nation, he's
wishing the best,
beloved
yeah.
in the nation.
Yeah.
We were so sad that we were out of town. We missed the celebration of his life and his funeral. I just feel terrible. And I know some people are talking about doing a second one, so I think that would be beautiful, and I hope that we can put that together because
Yeah.
he was such a sweetheart.
Absolutely. So you'll be missed, Bud. Very sad news for
Very
everybody in the
sad.
nation. So, all right. Well, that is going to do it for us. You guys have an amazing day, and we'll be back with you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.